Joining me now is YouTuber and founder of Rattlesnake TV, Jake Julius. Jake, we played one of your clips recently in Lefties Losing It, and it went viral all over again, well over 1 million views in a few days. We'll get to Dog Girl shortly, but you recently spoke to a man that many Trump supporters, indeed I'd say the majority of Trump supporters, want as his VP, his vice president. Tell me what you made of Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me, Rita. I mean, Vivek was a very interesting man to talk to. I've covered him on my channel over a number of months now, and we've had millions and millions of views. And the thing that I would say about Vivek is that I think that he's emblematic of kind of the new age politician. I think that we're entering into an era now where you have that entrepreneur style politician, the intoxicant, the personality, the person who can go on there and debate people on CNN and NBC and absolutely wipe the floor with them. And Vivek is just that guy. He's got an intoxicating sort of presence about him. It shows when you interview him as well.
And he's almost always the smartest man in the room, but he's not arrogant about it. What do you think the chances are, you're in the US at the moment, of him ending up as the VP pick? A lot of people are in Trump's ear saying he's not a good option. What's your feeling?
My feeling is that Vivek Ramaswamy would be an unbelievable VP, but the question really is, would he be the most intelligent choice if they were to have to run up against Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom? Because I think that Trump would beat Biden if it was a fair and democratic election, that is, no matter what. However, if the Democrats were to come and roll out Michelle and Gavin, I think that it might work in Trump's favor a little bit more to have somebody who's a little bit more of a cool, calm sort of presence, perhaps a female, maybe somebody like Dr. Ben Carson. So I think the politically intelligent thing to do if he was to go up against them would be one of those options. However, Vivek is the guy who can come in and knows the Constitution in and out, knows all of the history, and he's the kind of person that Trump could have a high-level idea and Vivek could come underneath him and really sort of make everything happen at the ground level. So it would be a formidable duo.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's get to the funny stuff. We all remember Dog Girl.
So you're saying that you would like a gentlemanly man, somebody who courts you, takes you on a date, all of these sorts of things?
Absolutely.
I'm a little bit in two minds here because I can hear what you're saying, but then I can see that you're dressed as a cat.
I'm a dog,
and
so...
You call yourself a dog.
Woof, yes.
Do you think that that might be a deterrent for a man who is more traditional if you're dressing like a dog?
No, I don't. Okay. I'm not.
So when you look at a relationship, are you looking at like a pet owner type relationship, or like two dogs in the relationship, or what's your ideal?
A partner who loves and respects me and sees me as an equal that I am.
But you see yourself as an actual dog, right? You said you like to go play fetch.
Woof, yes.
So how does that tie into your relationship? Like, what are you looking for if you're a dog?
I'm looking for somebody to throw me a ball and then also say, oh, hey, I appreciate you, you know.
Jake, is she for real? Is she punking all of us? What's the story there?
I wish that I could say that she wasn't for real, but unfortunately, Rita, woof, yes, she was real. She really did think that she was a canine. And if I had a stick there, I would have thrown it, but didn't have one on me. So it was a rough night at the office.
Very good. Do these people... should we feel sorry for them? Do they have a problem, a problem that needs professional help, or are they just chronic attention seekers?
Chronic attention seekers, yes, Rita, but I'm not sure if you've heard of the simpocalypse that's happening. It's an apocalypse of simps on the internet, which is men who will go and pay these women lots of money to basically do what they call cosplay, where they dress up like animals or dress up like dogs or dress up like some sort of a sci-fi figure, and then they'll just watch them live their lives live on stream, and then they'll give them lots of money. So you can only imagine the sort of things that it does to somebody's ego when somebody's paying you to sort of be a dog. So maybe somewhere down there, it's not entirely true, this sort of facade, but unfortunately, it's totally enabled by these thousands of men. I'd like to know who they are on the internet, paying them thousands of dollars.
I am not across that phenomenon, and frankly, news of it disturbs me. Now, you do travel around a fair bit. You talk to folks and get their views on current issues, and it is apparent from some of your videos that this woke mind virus is only really visible in some countries. Tell me about what you found in places like South Korea, Taiwan, and countries through South America.
Obviously, it's a lot worse in places like America, and then there are other European countries where it's pretty bad as well. But if you go to places like South Korea and Japan, for example, you have to understand that in a place like Japan, there has to be some sort of order to the society. You can't really go around saying that, you're a man if you're a woman or vice versa, because in Japan, they have such a massive population and things run at like to the second that if there was to be that sort of cultural disorder, everything would kind of fall apart. So it's very frowned upon. It's very stigmatized. They have some very positive shaming of these types of behaviors, which we're lacking a little bit over here. We enable it a little bit too much. But I will, however, say that in some of the more conservative countries, like Hungary, for example, there are these little color revolutions that appear to be happening where the woke mind virus is taking over the universities, which is very concerning with these beautiful Christian European countries.
Jake, I know you're currently trying to work your way through the American immigration system. It's quite a difficult process when you're doing it legally. It can be a long, arduous process, costly too. How does it feel watching just millions cross that southern border illegally? Have you considered perhaps that as a method if you want to get into the US and stay there permanently?
I've heard there's some good TikTok videos, Rita, with some locations that you can go to and sort of burrow your way under or whatever it is that they do. But yeah, no, I've definitely considered it. I mean, if I just get myself sort of caught, then they'll just catch and release, and I'll be a citizen, and I'll just delay the process. But no, to be honest, I look at that and I think this is the greatest empire that the world has ever known. And America is the greatest superpower that the world has ever known. They do some of the greatest military feats that you can imagine. And you're trying to tell me that they can't secure their southern border? Give me a break.
Jake, Julius, thank you so much for your time this evening, and look forward to featuring another one of your videos in Lefties Losing It. I think we need to know more about Dog Girl. Perhaps, I don't know, you could go out on a date with her and then see how it all works.
Yeah, to be honest, from the first impressions, I don't think it was my type of lady, but we'll see, Rita. Maybe I'll put the feelers out.